Nerds will inherit the copier world. Ooh, yuck. Reflux. That was a forced burp, folks. And unfortunately, some of the acid got up my fucking throat. Like a vomity taste. Sorry, folks. Ew. I can't just go and wash my mouth. I wish I could, but I'm busy doing this. So I just have to hang in there. Yuck. All that, all because I wanted to say the nerds will inherit the copier world. So disgusting when that happens, but you guys have got to laugh. It's funny. Adds a bit of comedy when you hear me feeling grossed out by my own reflux. Yeah. Fortunately, I don't get it constantly like some people do. I used to get not so much reflux, but more heartburn, and that's really bad. That's really horrible to have that, and to have it every time you eat or drink something. So I'm taking tablets for that, so that's all right. But sometimes sometimes it comes up when I try to burp or do something stupid like that. So it's really, you got to laugh. You got to laugh sometimes, folks, even when things are not funny. I try to laugh. Now let's see if we can make this come up a treat. It is actually a wrapper of a treat. I've gone broke at the moment, so I'm not terribly happy with that. So I can't afford any chocolate till the next week, next Thursday. Well, shit, it's the problem. You don't have much money to spend, and you find yourself buying all sorts of shit that you need, and then you fucking go broke unexpectedly, and you go, oh fuck, and you got to wait a week until next payday. Fuck me dead. Shit. I have to get my YouTube shit done, and my Facebook, and it costs money buying micro SD cards, buying other shit, storage, whatever. It's just something that paper and whatever. It's just expensive, but I have to do something because my life could depend on it one day, and this is what we've got. One of these luxury pieces. But you got to have a bit of luxury every now and then. It's a bit dehumanising having no money to spend. It's not the same as loving money. I'm not talking about me loving money. I don't love money. I see money as a slave and a servant, not a master, and that's how people should think. But I can understand when I go broke, it gives me more of an appreciation what people on Struggle Street really go through, but it's not quite as bad as what they have to deal with. It's not every week or every month. But anyway, that's really nice abstract design. I'm now wondering where the centre of this is going to be. So I'm thinking that's going to be the centre, and we've got the red around it. All right, we're going to make this look really nice. We're just going to press that so it looks like we've got something good first off. That's headed for the recycle bin. And I'm wondering if we're going to cut this off or if that's going to be the centre. We're just going to see how we go with this. We're just going to get rid of that. I think we're going to enlarge horizontally. We're going to make it 104. And the vertical is going to be 120. So they're going to make the vertical 120. So that'll make it interesting. Now we just got to set the rest of this shitter up. We just got to change things around a bit. Get rid of that. Get rid of the red. Do some tweaks here and there. So we're going to tweak it here a bit. And we're going to do this. We're going to make the brightness a little bit lighter. And we're going to leave the red and the hue. We're going to warm the hue up a bit. So now we're just going to take this and we're going to enlarge it. The vertical's going to get a fairly large enlargement compared with the horizontal. The horizontal's just going to have the borders removed by the enlargement, whereas whatever. we'll see how we go. Actually, I'm thinking we just have to slide it down. I think we got it too far up. So we'll just slide it down. Okay, that should do it. Let's see how we go. Let's see how this one turns out. Looks like my acid has finally gone. I sort of disappeared quicker than I thought, which is good. This is pretty gross. Okay, whoa, that looks bright. That looks really nice. So I'm thinking maybe where the centre is going to be is a tough choice. I'm thinking that's going to be where our centre is going to be. So that's going to be the centre of the job. It's an interesting looking image we have here. Now we're just going to print that off. Okay, let's see how this looks. Alright, this looks good. Looks a bit stroby, those lines and that, from the half-tone dots of the printing. So let's see, we just touch the corners like that, get an idea. And now we're just going to print off 2 mirrored images. Okay. Okay, out that comes. So there are the 2 there. And we're just going to line them up. But it looks very abstract. It looks totally different from what the original looks. You can just barely make out the word lint written in reverse on the mirror image. So let's see if we can just line these up. This is the tricky bit, trying to line these up. That one there, and this one here. It's a little bit, yeah, that's not too bad. I think now we can call this one quits.